Hey guys, what's up? Wolfie Station back with another video. Today's video we're gonna read the Blue's Clues lost episode. The actual lost episode. Now I know you liked it before and one of you guys saw it. Unfortunately it got a copyright claim, so I had to remake it with different pictures. So yeah. If you guys liked it, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what else you guys want to see in my next video. Thank you for 280 subscribers, 82 subscribers by the way. With that being said, let's get in straight with the video. Do any of you guys remember those Blue's Clues episodes? It's a show where Steve, a real person played by Steve Burns, and his dog, Blue, an animated blue dog, that lead the clues with the paw prints while Steve tries to find them. It was a good show, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite shows. Unfortunately, one day made me stop watching it for a while. You see, it all started when I should have already gone to bed while I was watching Nick at Night, while I was watching George Lopez. I know it sounds weird, but you may be asking yourself, why are kids watching George Lopez when they should be watching, like kids shows such as, Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer, Wonder Pets, stuff like that. Well, the reason I watched George Lopez is because the other shows was not on. They have new shows like Mike the Knight, Booby, The Upside Down Show, and worst of all, Bubble Guppies. They were all on the show. They were all on those shows, and that's why I decided to watch George Lopez, and that was one of my other favorite shows when Blue's Clues was not on. So I was looking on the guide on Nick Jr. and I saw the words Blue's Clues bonus episode. Now, if I was smart, there was no such thing as Blue's Clues bonus episode, so what was this bonus episode? Well, I found out after I watched it. So, after the first second after it changed over to 4 a.m., I watched the show. And it was terrible. There was a bumper of Moose and Z. Now, if you don't know about the Nick Jr. noggin history, Moose and Z was an anthropomorphic moose and a bird. Moose was yellow, had brown antlers, and was the original mascot. Z was just a blue bird with a pink feather, with a pink flower in her head. But they were darker. Moose's yellow body turned to a darker yellow than regular. Z's blue fur was darker too, and her pink flower was black. And they said in a very scary voice, "Welcome to Nick Jr., everyone. And today we will watch this episode of Blue's Clues. But first up, It's mystery time. Something is wrong with this picture. Point to what was wrong in the picture. Well, the mystery was that it was a black and white photo, very hard for me to see, and there was a picture of a dead person on the couch, and I pointed to the dead person on the couch. Moose said, "Congratulations." There was a dead person on the couch because I killed him. Anyway, enjoy this episode of Blue's Clues. The screen faded out, then faded back to the intro of Blue's Clues. However, the intro of Blue's Clues was completely different. The house was on fire, the tire swing was shredded, mailbox was missing, and the tree was also on fire. The house was completely burnt and off color. The front of the door was black. The yellow in the base of the house was orange. And the window was completely black inside. And without the original music, there was ominous music. And when the door opened up, Steve was standing in front of the door. He said in a very creepy tone, "Hello everyone, my name is Steve, and today we will learn about murder." I was freaked out. Murder? Like what type of bonus episode would be known as murder? Well, I found out once when Steve said that. Steve went to side table drawer. His side table drawer said, "Blue's Clues. I'm so X, 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 X." Steve choked side table drawer, and when she died, he kept going. Now Steve was in the kitchen area where he met Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper. Steve had an evil look in his eyes, and he said, "Why, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Salt. Wanna have something?" The couple said, "Sure." Steve gave Mr. Salt and Mrs. Pepper 2 cookies, and they liked it. The couple, Mr. Salt asked, "It's yummy. What's in this?" "Well, I put some rat poison, cyanide, and my special secret ingredient, poison." What? Mrs. Pepper screeched. They both started coughing up salt and pepper from the bottles. And then when they were all out of salt and pepper, they started coughing up blood. But it was not cartoonish blood. It was actually real blood. It looked real and hyper realistic. Next, he went to the bathroom area where he found Slippery soap. Slippery said, "What are you doing here?" Steve said, "Well, Slippery, this is very awkward for you. So what I'm gonna have you do is turn around and close your eyes. Slippery said, "Is this a surprise?" Steve said, "Yes, it is a surprise, Slippery, and you're gonna like it," he said in all fake happy. Slippery said, "Okay, well, I'll do what you say." Slippery closed his eyes and turned around. "And now, when I count to 3, you can open your eyes again, Slippery," Steve said. Slippery said, "Okay, 1, 2, 3. And Steve sliced Slippery soap in pieces. And he made a joke about that. He said, "Rest in pieces, Slippery. Hopefully you'll never revive." But he kept going. He went to the bedroom. Tickety didn't see what Steve was doing. But instead of going directly to the bedroom, he stopped by his closet. There was guns, flamethrowers, sledgehammers, hammers, drills, screwdrivers, chainsaws, and other murder weapons like an axe, a machete, other stuff like that. Steve said to the viewers, "Well, I'm kind of confused. What weapon should I use to take out Tickety? Should I use a flamethrower, a sledgehammer, a machete?" Steve didn't talk to himself. He said, "Well, a flamethrower wouldn't do good. It wouldn't take her out. A machete would not do good either because she's made out of metal. So my only choice is to use a sledgehammer, which I think would work perfectly because a sledgehammer is that you can use it many times." So Steve took out a humongous sledgehammer and smashed Tickety all up. He said, "What time is it? Oh yeah, I know what time it is. It is time for me to commit more crimes. My specialty, murder." Steve went to the backyard, where he found a shovel and pail. Steve said, "Shovel and pail, what is going on?" Shovel said, "Well, we drew a picture for you, and you're gonna like it." Steve looked at the picture and said, "Why, thank you, Shovel and Pail. You two are clearly the best. But I'm afraid this is gonna be the last picture you ever drew." Pail asked, "Why do you say that?" "Well, you see, we ran out of paper, but I have a treat for you." "Oh, really?" Shovel said. "What is it?" "Well, it's a special drink I created, and I hope you like it." Shovel and Pail said in unison, "Well, give it to us." Steve grabbed two glasses and poured his special drink inside of the glasses. And Steve said, "Here you go, my special drink creation." They said thanks and drank it. That's the delicious. Suddenly Pail died. Shovel cried to her sister's death, and he realized that he also took a drink too. He said, what did you d- d- do? So would I too. Then he ran to the front of the house, and he took a baseball bat and smashed Mailbox. Mailbox said in an inner voice, Why? Why? Why did you do this? Why are you doing this to me?" He said, "Oh, don't worry. You're not the only one that I'm after. I'm after everyone." After Mailbox was all dead, he ran back inside the house. That means only one person remains. Blue. 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 Where are you? Blue. I know you're here. Steve looked around for Blue with his shotgun so he could take out Blue. But Blue didn't show up. Steve couldn't find Blue. She was gone. While Steve could continue his search for Blue, Blue suddenly popped up from the trap door. Blue walked silently behind Steve and shot him in the leg. There was a translation while Blue barked words. Steve said, "Why? Why would you do this to me, Blue? I was the one supposed to be committing the murders, and you were supposed to be the victim." There was a translation while Blue barked. Blue said, "Well, I saw what you did to my friends, and I was not very pleased about what I saw. Now it's your turn." Blue shot Steve in the head, and to make sure he was dead, she shot him again. And then the credits rolled. Instead of going up, it goes down. The credits point something like this: writers, Steven Hillenberg; storyboard artist, Steve Burns; writer, Steve Burns; animation, Steven Hillenberg. I figured, why would Steven Hillenberg do this? Why would Steven Hillenberg make this? I just had to give him I decided to give him a call. The call went something like this. "Steven, hi." "Me, hi." "Steven, what can I do for you?" "Me, well, I saw a bonus episode of Blue's Clues that was connected to murder." "Steven," dead silence. "Me, Steven, are you there?" Steven said yes. "Fine, I'll tell you this story. Only that'll make you shut up." I said, "Please do." Steven said, "Well, after I stopped making SpongeBob episodes, I decided to go to the Nick Jr. studio to see if they were hiring a writer or animator or storyboard artist or director. Fortunately, they were hiring a director for Blue's Clues, so I decided to work on Blue's Clues. However, I was forced into making this godforsaken episode because of Steve Burns. Steve Burns told me that he wanted to make the best Blue's Clues episode there was. Steve Burns says, and if you don't direct this or write this, then I will murder your life. I was completely scared, and I said, yes, I will direct this. Just for you, Steve. Just for you. So I wrote and directed this crap. And I wish I wouldn't have. I wish I never came to become the new director or whatever of Blue's Clues. I said, well, practically Steve Burns is the evil person. So that's all the information I needed to know. Steven said, well, if that's all you need to know, then I guess I'll be going. I said, yeah, me too. Well, I guess I'll see you around, Steven. Bye. Steven said, bye. And that's the last day we spoke. So I completely turned off the TV and went to do something fun, like play my video games. Then, the next day after I watched that horrifying episode, I turned on the TV again and changed it to the news channel. It said, earlier today, we have found out that Steven Hillenburg died. We don't know who the murderer was, but we will give out some information once we find out who it is. Then the woman news reporter said, well, we know who it is, and he is coming for you next. Steve Burns, basically a host of the kids show Blue's Clues, has killed his director because he was forced to. And then Steve Burns killed Steven Hillenburg, and then him coming for you. So I'm telling you, if you ever find this episode of Blue's Clues or something remotely related to it, I warn you to never watch it and contact me by phone, regardless of the time amount or what time of day it is. I will find you. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little cartoon lost episode, creepypasta, whatever you want to call it. I told you I'd get the video out to you guys, so yeah. If you want to, get in contact with me, for a better connection, my hangout is animewolfboy21@gmail.com. So you can contact me on that, just add me. And, if it says Legoshi or whatever, don't worry, I changed my name because my girlfriend wanted me to change it, so yeah. So just add me on there. I am active on that. So if you like this episode, let me know in the comments below. Also, let me know what other you guys want to see in my next video. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll see you guys next video. This is Wolfie Station, and peace out.